What the heck are upsells and how can you use them to easily start adding some income to your business and funnels? So timestamps below, along with some other helpful links and resources, including a link to our course launch playbook to help you come up with lots more ideas and of course get your courses launched as quickly as possible. Now, if you already know what upsells are, you just want some ideas, here's the timestamp to jump straight into the ideas. Otherwise, let's talk about what on earth an upsell is. So all an upsell is an offer that we make right after someone's purchased, before the transaction is complete. We'll take care of the software later. And this can be a next step in the process, more of what they just purchased, some sort of upgrade or premium service or offer, or it could be something that's completely unrelated. In fact, the first upsell that I ever created in relation to this channel was a Google Ads copywriter course, and it was an upsell for a sales funnel template, because I had nothing else to provide as an upsell when we started selling the template. The template started selling well, and we're like, we should put an upsell here. I don't have one, but we just slapped something in. So I shared that really dumb story. The conversion rates were terrible, but the point is, people were still buying, even though the upsell really didn't have much, if anything, to do with the original offer. So don't feel like you have to have this really thought out sequence of like, first they purchase this product, then they're gonna purchase this one, and if they don't purchase that, then we offer them this. Just keep it simple. You'll be surprised how well your upsells perform simply because you made an offer. So when it comes to what you should be offering as an upsell, here is an example of what the page will actually look like. So we'll go through the actual examples here. So fill in the blank with whatever the offer is. We'll have a product image or video. And you can see at the top here, customize order. Every software is a little different. And then we scroll down, we have a couple of bullet points, and then yes, give me the offer, or no, thank you, I'm good. And that's all there is to it, to creating an upsell page. I'll go more into details with the actual technical setup at the end, as well as a link in the cards in the description to a super deep dive guide that goes through how to actually write the upsell page, what you should put on it, what you shouldn't, and how to make sure that the upsell doesn't actually wind up hurting your sales long term. So now let's go through an actual example and idea. And so the first one is going to be some sort of tool, asset library, or a template bundle, or tool bundle, I should say. So here are a couple of ideas, and all we want to do with this upsell is think about whatever product or service they just purchased, and then offer them something that's going to allow them to go through the process easier or faster. Now, of course, the only asterisk here is we do want to make sure that this isn't something that they're going to look at and go, why wasn't that included in what I just purchased, right? That's the only thing we have to make sure we don't do when it comes to upsells. And so as an example, one of the upsells that we have a core product that's a Google Ads copywriter course. And so this is the overly simplified sales page. And yes, this page actually still converts. It looks terrible. And then as an upsell, we offer our Google Ads campaign builder. So this is about a, $25 upsell. And so this is an Excel tool that helps people go through the process of actually uploading all of their keywords into their Google Ads account. So we start off with a simple $95 course that teaches people how to actually write their Google Ads. And then once they purchase, we say, hey, for another 25 bucks, we'll give you this awesome tool to help you actually upload all of your ads and keywords that you just finished writing thanks to the course. Now, if the original offer was a massive Google Ads course that was like $300, then it wouldn't make sense to have this as an upsell, because people would go, wait, why did I just pay $300 for a Google Ads course and you didn't include like this little Excel template in there? Like, what's up with that? You're nickel and diming me. So you don't want to make sure that, of course, it's never something that should have been offered with your original offer. And then, of course, here's some other ideas. You can offer some sort of graphic pack or template bundle. I'll leave a link in the cards and the description to a guide that goes through 5 different digital product ideas that are a perfect fit for creating upsells or order bumps. Now, an order bump is just something you have on the page instead of an extra page. I won't get too much into that, but these are things that you can add to your current funnels or current offers relatively quickly. Next, we have digital subscriptions, and this is a great way to start adding some simple recurring revenue to your business and funnels. And so here we can offer a series of reports, an email newsletter, or some sort of dripped content. Now, this doesn't necessarily work in every niche or industry. The main idea here is that we're providing some sort of just-in-time information or analysis in our niche or industry, or sharing our own experiences so that people get some just-in-time or up-to-date information they can apply to their own situation and own lives. So as an example, we'll just take the easy one, like stock market, crypto, pretty much anything investing. Our newsletters are really popular because you want to know what stock or crypto or NFT or whatever else they're talking about this month that you should buy or sell immediately, right? But then there are other niches and industries, like let's say productivity, where it might not make as much sense because the research around productivity and what you need to actually be successful and a hyper-productive person, it may not make sense to have some just-in-time updates of here's the latest in the productivity niche, right? I don't know, maybe someone's gonna comment below and be like, you totally don't know what you're talking about. But we just wanna make sure that the information that we're providing makes sense. And of course, even if you're just distilling a bunch of information down, that is incredibly valuable because people don't have time to research, right? They just wanna read your quick report, read your quick email and go, okay, this is what I should do, this is what I should buy, this is what I should sell, this is what I should try this month, and then they can move on with their lives as opposed to, spending 12 hours on YouTube University and being confused because they're being told to go 12 different directions, right? So speaking of 12 different directions, the next type of awesome upsell that you can provide is some sort of access to you. So this can be in the form of an AMA asking you anything like private webinars, group coaching, or some sort of consulting offer. And this is where whatever they purchased, this is kind of like a big upgrade. Whereas maybe they purchased a template, digital product, or course from you, now they get direct access to you so they can actually ask you questions directly, which is incredibly valuable. And this can be in the form of live webinars. You can have people submit questions and then you pre-record it and you just post a video with all of the answers if you don't want to show up live. There's lots of different ways you can do this, but having this in some sort of monthly or annual reoccurring revenue model is a great way to go. So as an example, we, for a very short period of time, had something called our marketing help desk. And so this is what the upsell page looked like. I think for the upsell offer, it wound up being $27 a month. It just depended on what they purchased ahead of time. So it was anywhere from $27 all the way up to $57. And then we had different packages. But the main point here is there were weekly live calls where people could jump on and ask myself and my team questions about their marketing. And it's a great way to create an offer pretty much out of thin air because you don't have to come up with a bunch of content, create a new product or a new course like we're about to talk about. You can simply say, hey, I'm going to be here and you can ask me any questions you want and you'll find out that you really like it or you really don't. For us, we had a cold start issue. I just didn't close enough people and we wound up closing down. But I share that failure because not all of these upsell offers are actually going to work out. Now, one that has worked really well for us has been a workshop course. So I'm not saying go make another online course here. So think about whatever your primary offer is, and then think about what's the next step or next problem someone's going to have once they've purchased your offer. So as an example, I'll go back to the first one I talked about, our sales funnel organizer. It was or it currently is about a 30-page document that walks someone through how to build out their sales funnel. And so once someone goes through that, we started thinking about, well, what's the next step? What else can we offer them? And so we recently launched a video sales letter course. That's an upsell in here. It's, what is it, 95 bucks? I don't remember the pricing at all. It's embarrassing. And so when someone purchases that offer, then they're given the option to go into this course. So going back to our diagram here, what's most important with this is it is offering a very specific result, and it's best if you format this over a 30, 60, or 90-day period. So you want to position it as, hey, you just solved this problem with this awesome product that you just purchased. You're probably going to run into this problem next, so why don't you preemptively be proactive and get this while it's at a crazy discount, right? So of course, it wouldn't make sense if I had an upsell that said, hey, you're going to be able to build your funnel faster than what you just purchased, right? Because then we're just diminishing the value of what they just bought. Now, the final type of upsell offer is going to be some sort of high ticket. Now, unlike the first four that we talked about, this one might not actually be inside of your sequence. And so even if you are using a software that doesn't allow you to do instantaneous upsells, you can always offer an additional product or service through email, because hopefully you collected their email address during the checkout process, right? And so something that we've done in the past is when someone purchases a particular course or a particular digital product, then we'll drop them into an email sequence, and we'll have 5 to 7 emails go out talking about how we have this higher ticket or higher price coaching or mastermind that we think they find value in. And then of course the call to action in those emails is to of course book a strategy call, because most of the time as soon as you cross like the $1,000 or $1,500 mark, you probably need to pick up your phone and actually talk to somebody. It's not going to work if you just have a simple checkout page or upsell page like you're seeing here. And so that does it for our 5 upsell ideas. Now, for more on the technical aspects of how to actually set up these pages, link in the cards in the description to a super deep dive guide that goes through systemi.io and how you can set up upsell and downsell sequences and all the other types of things you need for your funnel for free. So hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dive marketing guides just like this one. Check out that online course playbook in the description to help you get up and running as quickly as possible. And until the next, keep building the business you love.